Hi everyone, my name is Rakib. This video is going to be about the Grim Fandango story. This game was made in part by Tim Schafer before he went insane, but that's a story for another time. This is a classic point and click game. The game's theme is based off the Mexican Day of the Dead. That includes the art style and story. You play as a Grim Reaper named Manny who lives in the land of the dead, also called the 8th Underworld. The game is based around Manny, who works as a soul collector / travel agent / Grim Reaper. He isn't very happy with the job. Apparently he has some debt to pay to the powers that be. His main job is to offer travel packages to dead people through the land of the dead to the 9th gate. You can offer them 3 choices depending on how good they were in life, and he gets a commission from it. The saints in life get to go on the number 9 or double N, which is a fast and fancy train that takes them directly to the 9th Underworld, which is supposedly heaven, although nobody really knows. It's just referred to as the 9th gate. There's a luxury cruise for dead souls that want to take the scenic route to the 9th gate. Those souls that choose to live life as scumbags or as trolls on the internet have to walk the distance for 4 years. Many of the souls that have to walk usually end up doing menial jobs as they give up walking for years along the way. Let's go to the actual plot now. You start off the game with a major food poisoning incident in the land of the living. As a Reaper, Manny decides to steal a client. He goes to the land of the living ASAP to see if he can find any dead souls that lived pure lives to make that extra commission selling train tickets. Manny finds a corpse called Mechi, who he steals from his rival Domino, the company's number 1 guy who gets all the best dead clients. Manny takes Mechi from the land of the living. Manny finds that the system won't allow Mechi to get the number 9 package and has to walk the distance to the 9th gate, which should take her about 4 years. Sadly, the computer has rejected her. Manny gives Mechi the bad news and then investigates to find out that his boss Don and Domino have rigged the system so that they get the best clients for themselves, while Manny ends up having to give all his clients walking tickets. Manny also finds out that the double N tickets are being sold to the 8th world underboss Hector, who sells the tickets to the highest bidder. Upon finding out that the good souls are being screwed over their double N tickets by Domino and his boss Don, Manny decides to team up with the travel agent mechanic demon Glottis. Manny decides to catch up to Mechi and tell her what has happened. Glottis drives them to the forest that should be along the way to walk into the 9th gate. They end up meeting resistance fighter Salvador along the way, who was once a Reaper like Manny but caught on to the corruption and formed the resistance cell LSA, which is the Lost Souls Alliance. Manny moves on to a port town called Rubalcaba, which is on the way to the 9th gate, hoping to catch up to Mechi. Unfortunately, he comes to the conclusion that he's too early and decides to work as a cleaner to pass the time. The game skips forward a year. Manny is now the owner of the diner, wearing a fancy suit that he was once cleaning. Manny finds out that Don, his Grim Reaper travel agent boss, has been killed. Don gets sprouted, which is the term used where flowers start popping out of people who die after they've already died. Mechi finally turns up to the port town but seems to be being forced by the old rival Domino. Manny follows in his boat to catch up with Mechi, who has been captured by Domino, his old rival. Another year passes. We then learn of Domino's illegal mining operation being worked by former clients that were screwed over their double N tickets straight to the 9th gate. Domino is using these ex-clients as slaves. Manny catches up to Domino and is given the opportunity to live with Mechi in return for looking after the mine forever. Manny declines. A fight ensues between them and Domino is eaten by a boat. With Domino out of the equation, Manny continues his journey with Mechi to the 9th gate. The final chapter, 1 year later. They get to the last stop of the train where the 9th gate is. Manny and Mechi get rejected at the 9th gate. They need the golden ticket to pass through. Manny decides to go all the way back with the help of Glotto and the LSA to make their move. The final boss fight takes place in a greenhouse on a hill where Manny kills the 8th world underboss. Manny finds a suitcase with the golden tickets in them. Everybody that had their ticket stolen gets their ticket back. Manny also gets a ticket for his good deeds. Then Manny and Mechi go off into the distance. I hope I covered the bulk of the story. This is a game which you can get for very cheap now. There's also a voiceover from the creators themselves, explaining what they did and why they did it. It's a simple point and click game that's a classic now. Thanks for watching, and if you have the time, please subscribe, like, favorite, and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.